Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, August 7th to Monday, August 14th. Now this horoscope, Libra, is going to be a little bit different than the way I normally do horoscopes, my weeklies. That's because I actually went ahead and I gave you this week's horoscope last week, all right? The reason why I did that was because there wasn't really too much that I thought was going on last week that I thought was super significant or interesting or inspiring, okay? So I think that was a big part of it. I think another part of it is because we've got a lunar eclipse coming up this week on Monday, which is a huge astrological alignment, an event that only happens twice every year and kind of builds up to it and comes off of it. And it's just a really big thing. And so I wanted you to be able to see the future and see where your life is going to help you make sense of some things. On top of that, I'm just really excited about this eclipse and about what is coming in here. Okay, so I also wanted to go ahead and just talk about that and see what's going on. Okay, so that's what we've got going on there. If you want to see what I said last week, please check out that horoscope that I did, and you can watch that and it'll help you. Otherwise, I'm just going to use this time to kind of give you the big picture, to go over some things from last week maybe that I missed, to show you this week as well, and to just go back and forth and talk about the bigger picture and that kind of thing. Okay, so that is what is going on here that we're going to talk about. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your chart. All right, Libra, what happened last week for you was we had Pluto in a square with Jupiter. Okay, we had Jupiter in your first house and we had Pluto in your fourth, of home and of family. So I think what you're trying to think about, perhaps there's been a lot of changes that have been going on for you at home, at family, in the stability of your life. Not feeling super stable anymore, not feeling like you've got everything together at the core of your being, or something that's very core to you in some way. And I think you're trying to figure out, how do you take all these changes that have been going on for you at home and integrate them into your identity? Maybe you need to come up with a new identity, become a new person, or just think about things kind of in a different way. And I think you're trying to make sense of, what do you do with all of these changes that have been going on for you, okay? While that's going on as well, we also had Uranus go retrograde over here in your 7th house of partnerships. All right, so I think what you've been wanting is perhaps to make some commitments to things with other people, business partnerships, marriages, relationships, things like that. Maybe it's been hard for you to make some of these commitments, haven't quite worked out the way that you wanted them to work out. And I think last week you were just like, all right, forget about this. I need to make progress. I need to make things happen. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of taking the slow route. Like, is there anything I can do to speed this process along, to have the relationships that I want, make some of these commitments, all right? I think that was also a thing that you were beginning to think about, was beginning to switch on. On top of that, we also had Venus here moving into Cancer, which is in your 10th house of career. All right, so you're also thinking about, how can you attract more things to you to help you move up in the world, to have the kind of career that you want in some way. Really trying to figure out some stuff there, you know, trying to bring more of the focus to just how you can bring more stability as well in your career and where your life is going. All right, so that's what was going on last week. When we come into this week, we've got the lunar eclipse that we're going to start with, which happens on Monday first thing. Okay, and that lunar eclipse for you is going to happen right here where the moon is, and that's going to be in your 5th house of happiness. All right, and it's going to oppose the sun here in your 11th house of, like, your goals, if you can read my handwriting. So on Monday, what's going to happen there is you're going to have to end some time of, like, and this is kind of a weird thing to say, of like being happy. I think you've been trying to figure out what makes you happy, doing something that you enjoy lately. Could have to do with a romantic relationship or kids as well. I think you've been focusing a lot on that. I think it's time for you to stop focusing on what makes you happy, or to bring that to completion, you know, to do the thing that you want that makes you really happy in some way, only so that you can end that and begin to focus more on your goals and using this thing that makes you happy in some way to move forward, to see the future, to partner with people, especially groups of people that resonate with you and that truly understand you at your core. Okay, I think that is what is happening there that you need to focus on. Once you learn to focus more on your future and on where your life is going, and not so much on whether or not this thing makes you happy, I think it's going to be easier for you to open you up doors for you, for yourself, for who you are, just all around, okay, to really become a new person, step into a new identity that's better for you. I also think it's going to help you as well to communicate better and to talk with people around your town, with people that are just familiar with you, about your goals and about where you see your future going and about what it is that you want. There's also going to be lots of communication too happening as well about your career and about what you can do in your career to really make you comfortable and to give you the life that it is that you really, really want. I think you're starting to think about that as you're thinking about that too, you also have to keep in mind that Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde at the end of this week too, really asking you to rethink. And of course, are you comfortable in life? How can you be comfortable in life, especially when it comes to reaching your goals in some way? Maybe things haven't been going quite right there, where you don't feel like you have that inner peace that you need, especially when it comes to where your life is going. And I think you're going to start to rethink some of that as well at the end of the week to figure out how you can do some of that better, okay? It also may require you to think differently about your goals and about how you build more stability into your life with the direction that your life is taking at this time, okay? So that's what's going on for you. Your card for the week is the Three of Pentacles reversed. I think what's going on here is that you want to be respected. You want to use your gifts and talents to have other people look at you and to realize how good you are and useful you are to the company, to your relationships, to whatever it is that's going on. And I think maybe you're not feeling like people are looking up to you. Maybe you don't feel like you have what it takes. And I think the message here is you do have what it takes. You do have the skills that you need. You just have to figure out how to use them. You have to figure out how to work better with other people and to collaborate better. And I think once you figure out how to do that, things are going to start to open up and you're going to begin to feel like you're where you're supposed to be and you're working the way that you want your life to work, okay? So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.